I'm going to tell you why most of you won't be able to get into tech and won't find any success. Before I get into that, guys, go ahead, like this video, subscribe to the channel because it's going to be very, very valuable. You guys know I got into the tech industry in 2022. I took a boot camp and all that great stuff, but this is not the point of the video. The point is, throughout this journey, I've helped a lot of hundreds of individuals get into tech. But then there was also a good amount who didn't get into tech. And these are the reasons why, right? First things first, your mindset is trash. I'm gonna be honest, right? Because you may have seen a video online of talking about how they did an interview with somebody who's in a software sales or engineer, and they said, "Hey, I make 500,000 or 250,000. My first 2 years or the first year," and you're like, "Damn, that's my expectations, and I need to get that. Nothing more. Nothing less than that, right?" But yet you have no experience, have no real skills. You just started learning the skills, and you still need to get better. But your expectations are, I'm going to make $250,000 my first year. Not saying I've helped out a lot of people. Literally 95% of people I helped had zero tech experience, right? So I'm not saying you can't do it without experience. I need you to learn how to set your expectations properly, right? So if you're looking at a role and it's saying the median salary is X amount of dollars, but you think you're gonna get 250, your mindset is jacked up. That's what I mean by that, right? And then you're gonna be like, "Oh, it doesn't work because all the jobs I had were only 80, 50, 60, whatever role you're in. It's gonna be different for every role, right?" And then that's why you can't get in, right? And then number two, especially in this market now, you're not applying the new ways of getting jobs to this market. You're still trying to hone in on the old stuff. You think that people owe you an interview because you finished a tech boot camp. You think people owe you an interview because you had some experience for a tech company that wasn't the exact same role, but you think they owe you something for that. People don't owe you anything, right? I'm sorry to break it to you, but they don't owe you anything. They don't owe you an interview just because you finished a tech boot camp if you're not utilizing the new steps of how to get interviews. Because a lot of you get on here or come to me and be like, "Oh, I'm not getting the interviews." I'm like, "Are you reaching out? Are you getting referral?" I know some companies say not to do it or whatever on the application. Okay, cool. But the ones who didn't, are you doing that? You're so scared of the rejection that you're going to be faced with, but yet you want to be in sales or you want to get into tech, but yet you can't handle rejection. How does that make any sense? That doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry, that's the elephant in the room right now, and I'm being real with you, but it just doesn't make any sense. Any right thinking person wouldn't think that, right? Some people trying to get in will want to think that way. If this is too harsh for you, you go ahead and log off because there's more to it. I'm gonna be honest. Go ahead, check off this video if it's too harsh for you because there's more, right? I just like to be real with you. I'm not wasting your time, but if you're still here, go ahead and like this video if you still find it valuable, and go ahead, subscribe to the channel, right? The other reason why people are not they fail at getting into tech is because they don't know how to properly display themselves and interview and relay what they're trying to say properly. It's so much in your words. For example, if somebody says, "Hey, while you're trying to get into tech," you're like, "Oh, because I want to make money, and I saw that the tech boot camp, and they told me how to get in." Do you hear how you sound? Yes, everybody knows you can still say you still want to make money without that being the only thing. You got to be able to tie it in to that person and that company, what they're about. For example, if I look up a company and I see that in the company values, like, "Hey, we love when our salespeople make money. We love the product." I'm going to use those samples. So if I'm having that conversation, "Hey, why are you looking to work for this company? Why are you looking to transition to tech?" "Hey, I'm looking to transition because as I was reading your website, I saw that you mentioned how the current salespeople here, they love it because the opportunities to make money, the opportunities to learn, whatever that might be, base it off their website." easy as that, right? Something so small as that. You don't know how to effectively display your skills. Not that you don't have it, you don't know how to do it effectively, and your interviewing sucks, bottom line. That's what it comes down to. And sometimes you can do everything right. Your interviewing could be great as well too, but that person on the line wasn't feeling you. They just, I mean, you probably could remind them of a former employee or that just quit, or maybe you remind them of an employee that's struggling right now and they had those same background and skill sets. And some of the things that you can't control, and that goes back to being able to handle rejection. You want to know why the salespeople are the top careers in the world, no matter what industry you're in? Because they're faced with rejection. That's the only one of the few places in sports and athletes, of course, too. But sales is one of the few where you gotta get beat up, you gotta get cursed at sometimes, and then you gotta get on to the next call and be like, "Hey, my product is the best. What's up?" Can you do that? Right? Can you face? Then that's what the interviewing is. Can you get up? Can you get up when you face a rejection and still go at it again? Because on TikTok, they told you all you need to do is 30, 60 days, you'll get in tech. What if it take you 120, 150 days? Are you willing to take that risk? Are you willing to have that chance to do that? But you got to be smart about it. You can't quit your day job that's making you money to try to get in the role yet that you have no experience in, but yet you left that money making source, even though it may not have the best, even though you didn't like it the most, but you leave that because you got so emotional off of somebody selling something on their YouTube. You can even go back to my other videos and say I'm doing the same thing. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm just being honest with you right now and how that works, right? You got to be able to change your mind first when you're trying to get in, because it's not for the weak. No matter if it's sales, no matter if it's cybersecurity. You know what? I'm actually glad it's happening this way, honestly, that they're weeding out the folks right now, and those who can't get in, they're just dropping out of nowhere because they were never meant for it anyways. Because you're the ones who thought, hey, all I gotta do is make 2 calls a day and I could go be traveling the world and not putting in the work, because what I saw, they were selling you the dream. Not that you can't. With anything, you're gonna have to put the work up front first. And then maybe later on you can do that. But initially, you're not gonna be able to do that. Like, who are you? You're not generating no revenue. I don't even know your full skill sets yet. Yeah, I'm sold on the idea of you, but I don't know what you're gonna do yet. And that's how you have to think when you're interviewing and you're talking to these people, guys. More of the story, guys, I want you to take out that clickbaity crap you see online and look at the real ways within. Even though I did talk about getting tech that way, my information has never been clickbaity, and I always told people the work you have to put in, like this video right here. A lot of people told me actually I either help them get into tech or I save them from getting into tech just off this video alone. So you should go check that out. That's what I'm gonna leave you with today. This channel is still gonna be mainly talking about tech. I have another channel that you guys can follow if you want to. This is what I want to keep in mind, guys. This is why I save it to the end, because these are for my real followers. Everything that I talk about are my opinions, not opinions of another company, not another person. These are my opinions. So if you get offended, you're offended because of my opinions, not anybody else's, right? So if you're gonna attack anybody, you come to me, not anybody else. You come to me, the source, directly. I'm taking all the heat, all the smoke. I want to bring it. Whatever you got, bring it. Don't go into other people or those who know me around. You come to me, the source, if you have a problem or issue with what I'm saying. And that's what I'm gonna leave you guys with. But in the meantime, tune in, go ahead and subscribe, like, and I'll talk to you later.